Imagine being at softball practice, you're 16 years old and your coach threw a ball at you. He realized that you haven't been able to catch nan ball all freaking day. He walks up to you and he says to you, I just threw a ball at you. You didn't say it, did you? You say, yes, I did. He's like, no, you didn't. He didn't. I've been watching the whole freaking practice. You're like, okay, whatever, you're being weird. Then you go home for the weekend and you get something on your door. It's supposed to be like spam mail. You know, people walk around the neighborhood and hand out flyers and stuff so that you can, you know, shop with them or whatever with cable services. You realize that you can't read anything on any of those papers either. You tell your grandmother to take you to the doctor. You go to the doctor. The eye doctor tells you that you need to be rushed to the hospital immediately. You go to the hospital and then you realize, something ain't right here. Something ain't right here. They do a bunch of tests on you. You find out you have this condition called pseudotumor cerebri. You're like, well, what the heck is that? That night, you end up having your first spinal tap. It hurts. Doctors come in your room the next day once your grandmother is in there with you, and she tells you Aisha has pseudotumor cerebri, aka idiopathic intracranial hypertension. There's a fake tumor in her body, and she needs to have eye surgery right now. So you have eye surgery the next freaking day. And the reason you had to have eye surgery is because once they got the results back from the spinal tap, they realized that your levels were like 30, 31, 35. Like they were really, really high, right? And they ended up literally giving you an optic nerve sheath. That worked for some years. Then you turned around in 2020, was having worse vision again. Your vision was literally failing because the doctor didn't want to listen to you. But every time you went to the doctor's office, he literally said, oh my God, your hair is so nice. Did you know black women don't drown? So you're sitting there with your then boyfriend, now husband, and he's like, what the fuck? Her vision, it's her vision. She's telling you once again. So you're going back and forth to the eye doctor in 2020, then COVID hit. By October 12th, your 1 anniversary with this new boyfriend of yours, you end up having a shunt surgery, which ended up saving your vision, which is probably a surgery you should have had about a year prior to, but the doctor that you was dealing with didn't want to treat you until you went to a different hospital, and then that's when Dr. Kim actually helped you out. So now here you are 3 years later, and you're like, oh my God, the past 11 years have been quite crazy. Who knew? So that was my story. Wild.